Okay, so it turns out that I didn't think this through apparently, and this Y rotary, I thought I'd be able to attach like you saw, and attach this ball valve to it, but you can't do that without some kind of joint piece with male on both sides. We just won't be using either of these, unfortunately. We thought that was like the whole point of doing this, other than changing the liquid and, you know, changing the tubes, making them fresh. But yeah, it's just disappointing that we can't use either of these. Now that we know how to drain the loop though, you know, by going through the fans to undo the reservoir and bringing it over the case, and the fact that it doesn't gush like a dam when you open the valves, the fittings, is nice. So we should be able to do it next time without a headache or anything, now that we know how to do it. So now what we have to do is we have to replace these tubes. In order to get these off here, the fittings off the hose, we're going to use some needle nose pliers, grip it, and just twist the fitting off. Now this is very important. I always forget to wear gloves when I'm undoing the fittings. But if you wear some really good gloves that you can grip things with, I always cut my fingers on these threads by trying to grip it and twist it and pull it. This cuts your fingers up like crazy. See, it slices your fingers up if you don't use gloves. So please use gloves when you're dealing with fittings, because it doesn't hurt when you do it, but it's like a paper cut. It hurts later. So yeah, you just pull it off. And then we'll use this hose for a measurement to cut the new hose. I like to twist it up. Just put it in the hole. And then you can rip it, leave it. And that'll keep any residual from dripping. We're gonna do the next one now. Right before I take it off, I'm gonna make this one ready. Perfect. All right, now we don't have to worry about anything coming out of the reservoir. Easily take this. We're going to use, you have to make exact measurement of this. Grip it with the pliers. And you can just turn it. Grabber. And since you're not going to reuse this hose, you just bend it back and it pops right out. And you see the hose expanded because it had to fit over the fitting there. That's why you can't reuse it. Just won't be, it's not a good idea. Bing bada boom. You gotta replace these three hoses, long, medium, and short. Now the short one, I believe I have an extra piece already cut. Yeah, it's a little bit longer, but honestly, that's okay, because it'll make it easier to get the ram out if we ever have to. So I think that's okay. Definitely want to use the glove when you're pushing it on, just to be on the safe side. I find it goes on best if you push and turn at the same time, but you definitely need the glove. That is how I cut my hands up. Okay, we got it. Not the easiest, let me tell you. All right, that's gonna go right on yonder.
It was at this moment he knew. He f***ed up.
I just realized that you can't put fitting on both ends of the hose. You can't do that. Can't turn it on with the other end not spinning. So we're gonna use our glove. Don't make my mistake. Hasn't been on there for long, so hopefully we'll be okay. All right, we got it off. Looks okay. It's just a little scraped up. Fitting's scraped up too. So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna screw it in here first. Okay, that's in. Just making sure. And we're gonna put the other fitting in first into the radiator by hand, and then we're gonna push the hose onto it. So we should have did the first time. It's gonna be difficult to push it on, but
now we're gonna put so you push it on hand tight, and then now you put the fitting on.
yeah, this is the other fitting for the outflow.
Unlike the other block, this block isn't labeled in and out, and it came with no instruction book, which was strange. So, but we know that the in was where it is now in our prior setup. You're gonna cut the hose the same length, or put the hole in there. Can we make it a little shorter? Just hold the old one. You want to make it an inch, because it's gonna hit the door if you make it much longer. This is gonna hit the door.
I would make it half an inch longer at most. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other 2 tubes. We bought a brand new box of Duraclear, 3 meters.
$20.
So now we gotta match to, we're gonna do the shorter one first.
So you want to cut it right there?
Right there.
Right here? All right, get your finger out of the way. Right here?
Yep.
Just cut it?
Yes, just watch your finger.
How come it doesn't cut?
I have a reminder for Jedi.
Okay.
Thank you.
He thought it was worth replacing the hose. I did not. But it is a little clearer.
Yeah, look, the old one's cloudy.
Didn't we make that one an inch longer and we didn't have to? We wanted to make the big one longer, right? Not the short one?
Both of them, just to be on the safe side.
Where's the piece?
Next time, try and put it up on the blade more. It cuts better.
Okay. See if it's the right length.
Yep.
If it's too long.
Oh, no, we're good. We're definitely good. Maybe even a little too long.
Okay.
All right. So, this part should be relatively easy. Don't forget the fittings. And the 1 and the 2. Actually, we don't need those fittings on yet, as long as we put them on. All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus Lord, let there be no problems when we put this on. All right, now we put the fittings on. Okay, and we're gonna push this on the outside here, but we have to put this on first. Do not forget that, like I did the first time, or you'll have a very bad time pulling it off, like I did. I think it'll be easier if I'm sitting. Push it on. I want to hold the reservoir. It's just that first little part you gotta push on, and then it goes on pretty easily. Yeah, I like that. That's much better. Much more slack. We didn't give enough slack last time. It was a little tight pulling out that graphics card. Beautiful. Beautiful. Last one, the big one. Take your paper towel out. Here. And there was some liquid in there. This paper towel's wet, so it's a good idea to definitely do that. Alright, we're putting that on. Easy peasy. Now I just realized I probably should have did the big one first because it's on the back on the reservoir, but we'll make do. I want to get those there so I don't forget. My ears ringing so I don't forget. You guys know that? You know your ears ring to remind you of things? You have to push down on the top of the case or the back of the case to, you know, just give it some pushback so it makes it easier. I think that's good. Okay, first fitting goes on. Make sure you do it the right way. On she goes. Put the tube up there. Move this. Put this fitting on. This is it. This completes the loop. That's the slack that I was like, meh. You know, and it's even not that much slack. It's not like the tube is twisted in, so it's, wow. Come on. There you are. If you grip it and squeeze about ½ an inch from the end of the tube and push, once you get it over that first little lip, it goes on. It glides right on. Alright. Alright, she's on there. Not going nowhere. Just double checking my work. I think we're good. Little safety tighten on each one. We're good. We're done. Here she is. That's it. Next time you see this, we'll be filling it.